All right, this is Trades Talk with Captain Delta, and I'm here with Dylan. Thank you, Dylan.
No problem, Joe.
All right, do you want to formally introduce yourself and what trade you're in?
Sure. Dylan MacDonald. Been doing fire suppression sprinklers for 7-8 years now.
Perfect. What got you in the line of work? What got you into this line of work?
Just the ability to work with my hands. Wasn't really sit down at a computer type guy, so I knew I had to do something revolve around the trades, and luckily enough, I had a family friend doing it and got in, and here we are.
Perfect. That seems to be most people's story, right?
Yeah.
Like, most guys, if they're not big into sitting at a desk in school, they tend to come here.
Couldn't sit still.
Yeah. Did you always plan on doing this, or did you kind of fall into it, like with the sprinklers in particular?
Sprinklers in particular, no. I just fell into that. That was by chance, and I'm glad it happened. But trades pretty early on, I realized it was kind of where I wanted to go. The original plan was to work on the railroad, like my grandpa, but my parents shut that down. So they didn't want me. It's a lot of traveling, a lot of being away from home, and Mom didn't want that.
Okay, so what kind of work did your grandpa do on the railroad?
He worked on the line, so he was, if there's any repairs on the line or crossings are down or bridges need to be fixed, my grandpa went here to everywhere across Ontario fixing.
Was he one of the guys driving the truck that had the?
Yep.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, once they had them, he was there.
Yeah, that's sweet. Awesome. Yeah, so that's good. I mean, it's I feel like sprinklers in particular, everybody seems to just kind of fall into it in a weird way, or they're either like it's a surprise and oh yeah, so and so wants me to try this, or they have like a family member. Yeah,
it's seems to be a niche trade, I guess if you want to call that.
Everybody's like, oh yeah, my brother does it or whatever. So yeah. And was this your first job in construction, or did you have?
I did a co-op apprenticeship with electrical company in high school, and then I worked sprinklers after that.
Oh, cool. Sweet. Okay, what's something people outside the trades don't understand about this job, like sprinklers in particular?
I'd say the amount of work that goes into it. It seems easy, put a head here, put a head there, but there's a lot of math and codes that you need to know and the know-how to do it all and to make it look pretty and whatnot.
Yeah, we have, I don't know how many codes we got. There's lots of fire codes.
Yeah. Not as much as some other trades, but more than enough to keep you busy.
Absolutely. Oh, good. And what would you say is the hardest part of your job?
Hardest part? Honestly, probably the fact that in the rare scenario, if I mess something up, I could go to jail.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It always just kind of weighs in the back of my mind that if I install something incorrectly, that there is that off chance that something could happen and I go to jail.
100%. Yeah, that's always a risk.
Yeah. Either that or just like the day-to-day stuff, the bullshit you put up with and the headaches and whatever, right? Dealing with other people, coordinating, material shortage, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I find like with sprinklers in particular, there's a lot of stuff that you kind of have to. You're worried about your own stuff, but then you got to make sure that everybody working underneath you is good to go. And there's often not too many guys working with you, but you still gotta be careful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you find most satisfying about your job?
Probably seeing the end result, being able to, for example, like here, you finish a floor and you're like, all right, that's another floor done. Great, moving on to the next one. Mm-hmm. Just seeing the progression throughout the job is probably my most satisfactory part.
Yeah, you get to see lots of floors done. Yeah, you burn through them quick. It's hard to keep up to you. What's something you've learned from doing this type of work that's surprised you?
I'd probably say my people skills. Before really having any responsibilities, being a journeyman, whatever, wasn't great at talking, wasn't great at communicating problems, issues that arise, blah, 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 whatever. But then just as you go through your apprenticeship further into your career, I find you have to get better at communicating, talking, understanding, explaining, etc.
For sure, yeah. From talking to the the site super to like explaining stuff to apprentices.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And what skills from the trades help you in everyday life?
Communication, definitely. Problem solving, that's a big one. Just being able to, okay, here's the problem, here's how I'm going to work through it, here's the solution. A good work ethic, you definitely learn that. So that's handy outside of work.
Absolutely.
And,
yeah, for sure. I also find that like there's so many to pick from because it's all practical skills, right?
It's not just installing sprinklers. Like, it's a lot of life skills just in the trades in general.
Yeah. I never really thought about the communication aspect, but that's a huge one for sure. Yeah. And do you think society underestimates tradesmen?
I'd say yes. I don't know if underestimates is the word I would use. I feel like there's like a negative stigma around construction workers. We're dirty, we're gross, we're just grunts, we don't have brains, we just build a building, we build a house, whatever, right? Yeah. But there's definitely a lot more to it than just put a piece of wood here, put a piece of steel here, put a roof there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, again, I don't think underestimate would be quite the word, but I'd agree with that statement to a certain degree for sure.
Yeah. Like it doesn't have the same pizzazz as if you told somebody you're a lawyer.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, oh, you're a lawyer. That's a good example. You're a lawyer. Oh, like this. Look at this guy. He's smart. He went to school for 16 years and got $100,000 in debt. Ooh.
Yeah. What would happen if trades workers stopped showing up tomorrow?
Nothing would get built. The world would go very silent, very fast.
Yeah.
I don't think people quite understand how much trades workers affect day-to-day life. Mm-hmm. If we stop showing up, you're not going to the store. You can't go get gas because no one built the pipeline. You can't pay your bill because the internet's down because people aren't fixing it.
Yeah, there's no water.
No, there's nothing, right? Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a very vast thing, that's for sure.
Yeah,
trades and hands-on workers especially.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel the same way. Like if you aren't in it, you don't quite understand how many different things are involved.
Exactly.
Sometimes in an industry, and yeah, it is crazy that way. That there's a lot involved in it. Do you feel pride in building something real?
100%.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Some days more than others, but yes, it is. Again, this, for example, when you finish a suite, you look back, you're like, okay, I did, that was a pretty good one. Everything looks good. I mean, put board up and not the end of the world, but yeah, there's definitely some pride in what you do.
Yeah.
And it shows too.
Yeah.
You can tell the guys that take pride and tell the guys that don't take pride.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's some days that you definitely see like all the stuff that you've done. And sometimes there's days of like planning
100%.
that you're not putting stuff in there, but then all of a sudden you get to the day where, okay, all that planning comes to
exactly. It's nice to see that again with the progression, being able to start here and end there. It's rewarding.
Yeah. Definitely. Why do you think working with your hands matters?
The world needs it.
Yeah.
It's great to be, I guess a doctor's not a great example. They work with their hands, but the world needs doctors, the world needs lawyers, the world needs people that run the phones, all that stuff. But people got to be able to build it. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to be able to have the building, you got to be able to have the infrastructure, you got to be able to have the water, the gas, the plumbing, whatever, right?
Yeah.
It takes, I don't know, I'd say a certain skill to be able to work with your hands and be good at it.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. I think people don't see that part either, like the physical skill set.
100%. Yeah, like you come home from a long day of work slugging 8-inch pipe or whatever, right? You're pretty beat up. Like it takes, not everyone can do it.
Yeah.
And not just sprinklers in general, but plumbers running their drains, whatever, right? Drywallers picking up drywall all day, electricians running their big wire reels. Like it takes a very physical person to be able to do most of it.
Yeah, I find it funny when you get new guys that haven't really done let's say pipe trades or any of that stuff, and it's like, okay, we're gonna learn how to pick up pipe.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely,
because we work with like
you look at it, you're like, oh, it's easy, no problem, right? No, it it takes an act, that's for sure.
Yeah, like a 6-inch piece of, a piece of 6 inches, 21 feet long is, 200 something pounds.
Yeah, you can't just go, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some guys can, but we're not all your size, Joe, so.
What does a good tradesman look like to you?
Kind of referring back to my previous point, being able to communicate, plan, coordinate, problem solve, is good at their job, I guess. I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory, but is good at their job. Not organization's a big one, not being disorganized all the time, because it happens, whatever, right? But being able to organize to a certain degree definitely helps.
Yeah, not having total yard sale.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Good. So let's think back to when you were an apprentice.
Oh boy.
What's the biggest thing you've learned as an apprentice?
Biggest thing I learned as an apprentice.
Or maybe looking back, what was when you look back, what was the thing that helped your apprenticeship the most, or made most?
Probably being open to constructive criticism, whether it's nicely put or not. You work with some guys that will just put it straight to the point. You suck. This sucks.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? But you got to be able to take the goods with the bads, and that's the best way to learn, is to unfortunately mess something up usually, and then understand how to fix it and go from there. So, I'd say definitely the constructive criticism part.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Some guys are better.
Yeah, some guys are definitely better than others at.
Some guys are just assholes.
Yes.
They're just being an asshole.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
And what makes a good apprentice? Like, if you have an apprentice, and what makes
showing up every day, ready to work, willing to learn, willing to take constructive criticism and not get bent out of shape over it. Someone just, obviously it helps if they're good at what they do, they're hands-on, they can understand what they're doing. But even if you're just willing to show up and be ready to help my day, help anyone's day, and just no question's really a bad question, but ask good questions, remember the answers that they were given, not ask the question again 100 times.
Yeah.
Just someone with a good attitude is a good start, that's for sure.
Yeah, attitude's everything, man.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Big time.
Yeah, like even just like wanting to learn. So
exactly.
Some guys, it's just a job, right?
Oh, exactly. They're just here to collect a paycheck, and they don't care about getting any better at what they do. But if you don't care, then you're never going to get anywhere.
Yeah, it's so true. And then on the flip side, what makes a good journeyman or mentor, like for the apprentice?
Definitely someone that knows their stuff. I'm not saying you have to know the whole code book, know everything ins and outs about sprinklers, but someone that understands what they're doing, is able to explain to a certain degree what they're doing, how they're doing it, be able to teach that. Again, it'd be able to answer some questions. I get you're not going to know everything, be able to answer some questions to a certain degree. And I'd say someone that's just, I don't know, friendly is the right word, but someone you can talk to, you can bounce ideas back and forth with, you can communicate, okay, we got pipe here, how are we going to get it to there, etc.
Definitely. Yeah. A lot of attitude stuff there too.
Definitely.
Yeah. What advice would you give someone thinking about getting into the trades?
I'd say do it.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I don't ever foresee a time where construction really stops. It seems to just keep going up and up. It's good. As long as you enjoy the hands-on aspect of it and the physical nature of it, for most trades, whatever. But yeah, I'd say do it. It's a great career. It's rewarding. You can, not that money's everything, but you can make some pretty good coin doing it for the most part.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's a lot of satisfying moments in it, I'd say.
Yeah.
A lot of satisfying moments that you don't realize.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I imagine that too. Like if you were in an office all day, you wouldn't have that satisfaction of like, I don't know, there's something about going home, a little tired, a little sore.
Oh, definitely.
And then also seeing, like you said, seeing the stuff that you did, whether you're building a wall or putting in pipe, for sure. And like you said, like I think you kind of touched on a little bit there, the job security in some way things slow down, but there's always something you can do.
Yeah, there's always something else, whether it be, even if it's not sprinklers, you could always, if you had to, worst case, move on to something else, right?
Yeah.
Like just any pipe trade obviously would be, you'd be able to pick up on it pretty good, but just being in construction in general, you can, bounce around worst case.
Yeah.
And at least you know what a construction site's like, you know how to work with people, you know how to do some things.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's like job security is not really a major concern, I wouldn't think, but not for some people, but
yeah. If you're good at what you do, it translates for sure.
Definitely.
I find also like, maybe now more than before, there's a lot more, collaborating, like companies and stuff, and because it seems like it's smaller and smaller world in the trades now, and if you have a good reputation, people will be willing to work with you, as a company, as a tradesman.
I agree.
Yeah. And name one or two mistakes that new apprentices usually make. That's something common.
Not writing measurements down. I find if you give, I'm bad for it myself. If you give me a great big list of measurements, I'm not going to be able to remember them all. I got to write them down.
Yeah.
That is like one of my biggest pet peeves.
See that Blake look in their eyes?
It's one of my biggest pet peeves. Go cut me this. You got that? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, they don't got it. That's a big one. Not showing up ready to work is another big one.
Yeah.
Just dragging your feet in at 6:30.
Yeah.
Like you got to be mentally prepared. You got to be physically prepared to start the day.
Yeah.
Tools is another one. I find some apprentices are better than others to be prepared with the tools they need versus guys that just show up. Oh, I left my tape at home. Oh, I left my channel locks at home. Or oh, I lost my impact. I lost my level. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Come on, boys.
Yeah. I think we were talking about this today. It's funny how it's different when the company supplies it versus. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Let's talk about some work culture things. What's the funniest thing you've seen on a job site that you can think of off the top of your head?
Funniest thing I've seen on a job site. Some of the graffiti's pretty funny.
Yeah.
The bathroom stall stuff is pretty funny.
Yeah. Usually has something to do with the penis.
Yeah, usually. Which is weird. You figure a bunch of dudes would worry about boobs and whatnot, but no. We all like to draw penises and make penis jokes. I've seen some pretty funny work before. Yeah. Some funny drywall, some funny studs, wires, funny sprinkler work. Like you see it everywhere, right?
Yeah.
There's some interesting decisions that kind of make you chuckle a little bit, like, huh?
Yeah, what is this modern?
I wonder if there was a thought behind this, or
yeah, that's good. This one's kind of abstract, but what's the craziest job site moment you've experienced? Maybe it's something funny or scary, or
probably watching a bundle of pipe fall off a telehandler 7 floors up.
Crazy.
We were craning pipe up into the building. They had the window boarded off so you could, like the sill of it or whatever, board off so you could bomb the pipe in, right? And the strap started to loosen, like pipe started to slide out, and one of the metal bands that was wrapped around the bundle snapped, and then 1-inch pipe straight down. That was pretty crazy.
Glad there wasn't anybody underneath it.
No, exactly.
That's an important thing about job site safety.
100%.
I find, this place in particular, when it was at the earlier stages, everybody that came through here, I just first thing I talked about was, hey, if you go in the yard, head
look up
and look up, find the swamp guy and make sure that he's wherever he's looking, check and make sure, because
common sense will take you a long way.
Yeah, you gotta nowadays we're sitting like this and guys have headphones and shit in, and you gotta pay attention.
Yeah, you gotta have your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Another crazy one was probably being 90 feet up on a lift. That was an experience for sure. That's the highest I've ever been on a lift. So that was, especially doing 8-inch too, lovely.
Yeah.
That was an experience.
You get to, I don't know if get to is the right word, but you experience some things that you wouldn't normally, get into, maybe, regardless of whether you're comfortable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just see whether you like it or not. Yeah. Someone's got to go up on the lift.
There. there's some, whatever, and you have to do some cowboy shit.
Yep. Yeah, I've done my fair share of cowboy shit. Yeah. Not always proud of it, but hey, it's got to get done.
We won't get into details.
We don't need OSHA showing up.
No. Why do you think trades guys get along so well?
I think there's almost a brotherhood to it. Just, dudes hanging out. I understand there's women in trades. Dudes hanging out, building shit.
Yeah.
Putting shit together.
Yeah.
You butt heads with guys. You're going to have guys you don't like. It's just the nature of the beast. Yeah, I think just, being together every day. And again, going back to my previous point, being able to see the progress, know we're getting closer to the end, almost out of here onto the next one. I think guys can, bond over that, talk over it.
Yeah. And the shitty parts too.
Like 100% over that. Yeah, exactly. You talk about like, so-and-so over there, fuck that guy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think like usually when guys, I find maybe in like the teams that I've been in, when guys don't get along, oftentimes it's short-lived. Mm-hmm. And then, hey, you figure it out because, we're here to do the job.
Yeah, exactly.
And whatever.
Exactly.
And
you spend so much time together that it's just so much easier to at least try and get along.
And you're dealing with bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
All day, you're just like...
Exactly. You don't have time
for... physical stuff. Yeah. It's like physically like, fuck my life.
You don't have time to deal with people's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care your dog ran away.
What's the best job site you've ever worked on?
Ooh.
That's kind of an abstract.
Yeah. I mean, like there's certain aspects to every job site, I feel.
Yeah.
Like here, for example, you had the skip hoist. You're not taking stairs all the time. That was nice.
Yes.
That was really nice. We have this nice lunchroom. I've never had a lunchroom like this before. That was sweet, right? Like when I was at Home Harbor, Elmira in the dead of winter, it was warm.
Yeah.
That was nice. I mean, the rest of the job sucked, but it was warm. That was nice.
Yeah, there's always like some little bit that
there's always, I feel like there's always a little something that's nice. If I had to pick favorite, probably be Loblaws distribution, mainly because of the cafeteria. $5 breakfast. Oh man, unreal.
Yeah,
unreal.
Food makes a big difference.
Yeah,
absolutely. See, tradesmen are grateful.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. What has working in the trades taught you about life, like in general?
I feel like I just keep going back to the same things. How to get through problems. Being able to just, I know me, for example, I like to not number things, but like step by step, right? Mm. Okay, here's the problem. Here's where I'm going to start and then progress through the steps, ladders, whatever you want to call it, right? That's definitely helped me get through my early life anyways. Mm-hmm. That one, communication again is a big one. I find I'm a lot better just people to people, person to person.
Yeah.
I find it's a lot easier after spending so much time talking to people, more understanding of problems, more open to helping problems, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like different people's
exactly.
Yeah.
Because in the trades, you deal with so many different personalities, so many different types of people, types of
from everywhere,
exactly.
And all different backs and
exactly.
walks of life. Yeah, yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's okay to given you said that you keep repeating the same thing, but those are patterns for a reason, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a good thing to take from this. And do you think hard work is still valued in today's day and age?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so, definitely. And like you said earlier, it's almost satisfactory being, after a long day's work, going home and, being sore, like you said, and be like, I worked hard for my money today.
Yeah.
I didn't just lounge around and collect a paycheck.
Yeah.
I actually busted my ass and got some shit done. And it's nice feeling at the end of the day that, you accomplished something, basically.
Absolutely. Do you feel like people outside, like, who aren't in the industry see it that way too? Like, do you think that they...
I mean, I want to say, I hope so, but
yeah.
I don't know if that's necessarily the truth.
That's a hard one to like get in somebody else's mind and like.
Yeah. I think there's somewhat of an understanding that construction workers work hard. Just the physical aspect of it, right? Excuse me, but I don't know if everyone fully understands sometimes how hard it can be.
Yeah.
Physically and mentally, for that matter.
Just gonna pause here for a sec.
Uh-oh.
All right. What advice would you give young men today?
Work hard, take pride in what you do, whether it be trades or whatever, right? Take pride in what you do. Be respectful. I find respect goes a long, long way. Just, be mindful of what you do. Have a plan. Don't just wing life, I guess.
Yeah.
You fly by the seat of your pants sometimes, but it's always nice to have a goal or a plan in the future, something to look forward to, something to aim for, whatever it may be, right?
Just party.
Yeah, exactly. As much fun as it is, sometimes you gotta, bear down and get some shit done.
Absolutely.
Get some real world shit done.
What does success mean to you, or what does success look like to you?
A big paycheck. No, I mean, that's definitely an added bonus. A big one for me is being able to go home at the end of the day and open my front door and be like, this is my house.
Yeah.
This is mine. I worked for this. Well, me and the girlfriend, but we worked for this. We bust our ass for this. This is ours. All the years of saving up, looking forward to it, blah, 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 whatever. All the long days, long nights, whatever whatever it may be. It's definitely super rewarding being able to go home to my house. And, for that matter too, being able to start my truck up, being able to start my car up. I'm lucky enough to have 2 vehicles, right?
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of, I like to think I have lots of success. I may not be the richest person in the world. That's fine. It is what it is, but.
Well, you're just starting out too, right? So you're 26. Already in a house with 2 vehicles.
I know the hairline might not say it, but
I'm not going to take mine off. So. What keeps you motivated to keep showing up?
Ooh, some days tougher than others.
That's true.
What keeps me motivated? Bills.
Yeah.
No, just being able to, especially being here working with you, being able to help out, being able to help you get this job done, because I know you're looking forward to getting this one done and over with.
Yeah.
Next. Yeah. Hanging out with the boys, being able to slam some pipe up for a couple hours a day, whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's always, I don't know, it's just a nice feeling at the end of the day, looking back and I earned my money today. I busted my ass for this.
Perfect. All right.
I hope your mic picks it up.
This may all be lost because of the audio.
Hopefully not.
All right, we got some rapid fire questions.
Oh boy.
Coffee or energy drinks?
Ooh, coffee.
Oh, Monster. Don't listen to
If it's Monster, then Monster's 100%.
We need our fridge filled.
Yes.
Early start or night shift?
Early start, definitely.
Early start, yeah, me too. What's the hardest trade on site?
Sprinklers.
Good answer. Best trade on site?
Sprinklers.
What tool can't you live without?
Channel locks.
All right. One word to describe job site life.
Awesome.
Big Mac or Whopper?
Whopper.
Hell yeah. And Ipex or Channel Lock?
Channel lock. Blue handle, baby.
Blue baby. All right. And then closing question. If a young guy's watching this thinking about getting into the trades, what would you tell him?
Do it. 100%. Do it. You won't regret it. You'll have your days that suck. Every job does. But at the end of the job, it is so rewarding to look back and be like, all those shitty days, all those times where you wanted to call it quits, not show up anymore, but you busted your ass and got through it. No feeling like it.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Dylan.
No problem, Joe.
I appreciate everything.
No problem.
Yeah. Get in the trades, guys.
Do it. Do it.